Master Boy.
Hello and welcome back to another YouTube tutorial. Today's topic is about building together a random password generator using Python. This password generator will be based on user preferences. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a functional password generator that you can use in your project or share it with others. To get started, let's import our dependency for this project. Our dependency is random library. It's a Python-built random library for generating random characters and passwords. And numbers. So the first step of making this password generator is defining the character set that our password will be constructed with. So as we know, we have 4 character sets. We have lowercase letters. That takes, lowercase letters from A to Z. So let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, U, V, W, X, and Y, Z. Then let's define our second character set, which is uppercase letters. And uppercase letters takes the same. Take the same set of characters like lowercase, but it's in different format. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, and Y, Z. That's it. And now let's put another character set, which is numbers. So let's put that in the string. So from 0 to 9. And then we can also define another set of characters, which is special characters. Okay, for special characters, we have a lot, but let's just define some of them. So let's put the $, the @ semicolon, colon, left and right parentheses. We can also add caret as well, and ampersand. I don't forget as well the slash maybe, and what else? The $, of course. I think that's enough, right? And maybe let's add the exclamation mark, and now we have some special characters. That's awesome. Great, so now we need to gather user preferences. We want to ask the user about their desired password. So we want to ask the user about the length of their desired password. We need to ask them whether they want to include lowercase letters, uppercase letters, numbers, special characters in their passwords. To do so, let's create a function called gather user preferences, for example. So let's say user input, very simple, okay? And this function doesn't accept any arguments, so let's keep it simple. So let's add just a little comment here and say gather user input and preferences. And now let's define our first preference, which is the length. So we want to prompt the user a question to enter the desired password length. So let's do this by input and ask them a question like enter their desired password length. And let's convert this to integer. And then let's do the same for the other preferences. So we want the other preferences to accept just 2 values, true or false, just to keep things very simple, right? So let's start with the second preference, which is include lowercase letters. So let's put this in a variable called lowercase, for example. And let's have another prompt here. Ask user something like include lowercase letters. Let's put a question mark and here specify the answer. So yes or no. That's it. And now let's put here. So we want just to say we want to convert that first to lowercase because the user can type something like y in case or something else, but let's convert this to lowercase for simplicity. And then let's add a comparison here. So if the answer is 1, then we can assign include lowercase to true. Otherwise, the include lowercase is assigned to false, indicating that the user doesn't want to include lowercase letters in their desired password. Right, so let's put here this comparison there and put y. So if it's y, then it's true. And let's do the same for the other preferences. So we have include uppercase. And so I put here uppercase. So I should just say this. And replace this with uppercase letters. And let's do the same as well for numbers. So we should say something like include numbers, and I can just say numbers here. And the same as well applies to special characters, so we can just say include special. So here's special, and here's special characters instead of lowercase letters. Special characters as well. Great, so now let's return these values. The user will type, so let's have, let's put here range. We have include lowercase, we can have include uppercase as well. So it'll be Boolean value, and then we can say include numbers and include special, right? So that's it. So that's for the first or the second, step of making this password generator tool. So now let's unpack this returned values and assign them to new variables. So to do so, let's call the first variable password length to make it more clear here. So password length. And let's keep the other variables as they are. So let's put just include lowercase, include uppercase, include numbers, and include special, and assign them to the other user input function. So now we are gathering user preferences, and we have an idea about their desired preferences for the password they want to generate. So now let's have another step in this process, and this step is generating the password. So let's create that in the function to make the code modular and clean. So let's say something like generate password. So that would be our function responsible for generating passwords. As always, it doesn't accept any arguments. We just say generate. So let's add here another password based on user preferences. Okay. So now let's start doing this. So the first thing we need to do is to initialize our character set, but we need to initialize an empty string. And so let's put a variable here called character set. And the purpose of this variable is storing the character set the user preferred. So let's say the user, for example, prefer lowercase letters to be included in the password, then their lowercase letters you see here will be appended to the character set there, and so on for the other preferences. So let's define, or let's check each preference. So we have the first preference there, which is include lowercase. So let's say if include lowercase is true, then append to the character set the lowercase letters, which is these letters from A to Z. So let's say character set, and let's put a comment from here and say lowercase letters. And let's do the same for the uppercase letters if the preference of include uppercase is assigned to true. So let's say include uppercase, and if it's true, then append this character set to desired password. So we can just say uppercase letters. One more thing I need to do, guys, is I'm sorry, guys, I didn't do this from the beginning, so I'm sorry for that. But let's just here say the uppercase letters, and after that, let's define the next preferences, which is, yeah, I think numbers and special characters. So let's do that here. So let's say if include numbers, let's do the same in the character set. Let's append this character set of numbers to the character set storage, right? So we can say numbers. Oops, I'm sorry here. So just say numbers. And do the same for special characters. So we can just say if includes special. And the character set here is, special characters also. So now we need to return the character set. And we want to assign this character to a variable called password, because in that way we are constructing our character set. But what we want to do next, we want to select a random character set from this character set that we are constructing now, and repeat this process based on the length of desired password length. So, based on the length of the password user repeat. So if the length of the password is 15, then this process is repeated 15 times until the password is constructed. So let's create a variable here called password inside this function, and use comprehension list and random choice method from random library to generate this password. So to do so, let's just say random choice character set, and then we can say range or underscore, what you're saying about here, and just say password length. And then we can join, the generated password length or the constructed password length into a string. So let's put this just using the join method. And now we have a string password generated, and includes, the preferred character set or the preferred preferences that user wants to have in their own passwords. So now we can return password, and then we can create another instance here and say, generated password, for example, and assign it to the function generate password. And then let's have a new function here to display the generated password. So we can call this display password, and this can accept one argument, which is password, and then we can print the generated password here. We should say just something like generated password, and then we can maybe just add colon here and put generated just password for now because it appears, and then we can call this function and say display password, and then we can put generated password there. Right? So let's see if everything works properly. So we have no error here. So let's see what can happen. Save the file, and let's go back now to our terminal and run this Python program. So we can just say Python tree and the file called pypageant.py. So there's a syntax that, right, so I forget here in range. So let me put here in range, I'm sorry. Okay, and what else? So we can just say Python, let's put this. So here our first function, our first input. So let's put our desired password length. So let's say I want 13, and I want to include lowercase letters. I want to include uppercase letters. I want to include numbers. I want to include as well special characters. And now we see we have the A, semicolon, and so on. So let's have another attempt, another test here, and this time I want 15. I want to include lowercase, uppercase, I don't want to include numbers. Let's include just special characters instead. And let's put yes. So you can see we have no number here, and the character include 2 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Okay, so that seems good. Okay, let's run one more test per time, and just to make sure everything is working great. So let's have here 20, and I don't want to include lowercase, I want to include uppercase, I don't want to include numbers, I want to include special characters, and you can see our reviews now. So that seems to work great now. So we have successfully built our password generator using Python. So feel free to enhance this program, customize it to suit your needs. So the link of this Python program, you can find it in the description below. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments. And feel free to share that video with your peers, and hope you find it useful. And see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.
Good Astro Boy.